Hi, my name is Wilke, and I live in University Place, Washington. And my story about circumcision and how I became to be against it is something that's about 22 years old. When my wife and I were expecting our first child, we didn't know if it would be a boy or girl. It turned out to be a girl, but we had to decide if we wanted to have him circumcised. And when we first had the conversation, I had said, oh, absolutely, I want the boy, I want him to look like me, because I was cut as a boy back when I was born in 1972. My parents weren't really given a choice about it. There wasn't really much education, it was just always done. And so I assumed that we would do that for our son. Well, my wife at the time knew she wanted to be a physician, and she is now. My wife researched it and found out that there really wasn't any medical reason to have circumcision done. In fact, it produced a lot of pain and discomfort for the children that it's done to. And we decided together, she changed my mind and said, it's not going to happen for our son, and if you don't like it, you can leave. And I was like, wow, I better...
She laid down the law.
She did. And that's part of her personality, and I love her for it, because she
Mama
knew...
Bear.
Well, she knew what was best for our kid, and so I had to really look within, and I researched it and decided, you know what, she's right. There is no reason for it. And so as it turned out, our first 3 kids were all girls, so we didn't have to worry about making that decision, but it had already been made. And so then when my son was born, he'll be 12 in a few weeks here. When my son was born, he was not cut, and I'm proud to say and thankful to say he's intact. And in the almost 12 years of having a son, we've had 0 instances of any hygiene issues. There's never been a problem, and I'm glad to say that he didn't have to suffer. And we still have not had that "why don't I look like you, Dad?" conversation, because he doesn't care. And besides which, we don't compare penises. It's a ridiculous thing to someone to say, well, hey, you have to look like Dad. No, you don't. You have a penis. God made it with a foreskin, and I'm glad he has one.
And he's out here protesting with us today.
He's out here. He chose to. He didn't have to come along. He wanted to be a part of it. I told him what we were doing, and he said he would come out here. And so I am very thankful for my wife educating herself and then influencing and educating me. And I'm out here supporting you guys.
She is an active physician now as we speak.
She is, yes. She is a physician, and she counsels her patients to consider the facts about circumcision. She refuses to participate in doing them. If the patients still choose to do it, they have to go find someone else to do it. She won't do it.
Excellent, excellent. A physician with a conscience and
Absolutely.
ethics. And what does she say about her colleagues, if you can say?
I prefer not to. I don't want to speak for her.
Okay, right. Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Carl, and great dad, great man for standing up for your sons. That's what it's going to take to change this nightmare for American boys and the men they become.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Brother K.